All right, so our first project is going to combine these. I think that they're feet. I'm not really sure. I've seen Julie's Designs and Signs use these all the time for things, and I bought a box of about 50 of them at an estate sale, because why buy one when you can buy 50? So I bought 50 of those, and we're going to use 5 of them today for this project. We're going to use little nests and little eggs and little birds, and we're going to make some springtime bird projects. I combined kudzu by Dixie Belle and Farmhouse Green by Dixie Belle, and the Farmhouse Green did not do so well in the move, so I lost a lot of it in the box, and just had a little bit of kudzu left. So I mixed those together with a little bit of water to make this pretty green color, and that's what we will be painting our wood pieces with after we clean them. Let those dry and put a second coat on them. Okay, we put 2 coats of paint on these. So let's get these sanded and waxed, and then we will move on to decorating our little, whatever they are, furniture feet, little wood cups. I'm not sure exactly what they are. So and now I'm going to sand with just a wet paper towel. Not really sand, but I guess remove some of the paint to show that brown through, just so you can see that you can do it with both if you're using chalk paint. So you can just wipe, and then it will rub that paint off in certain spots to bring that back. So if you don't have sandpaper, that you can definitely use in a wet paper towel. And so we're going to put our Dixie Belle clear wax on first, and then we're going to put the black wax on, and the clear wax will act as like a barrier, so not so much of the dark wax soaks in. It will just we'll be able to get it off easier. So wax. always looks so scary when you put the dark wax on. And then I'm going to take my shop towel. I'm just going to rub that back. The first thing I'd like to do is put a little bit of Excelsior in each one. Off the craziness here and make them more just in the nest, down in the nest. So let's trim all of that off. All the crazy pieces are sticking out, and all the pieces that fall out. Alright, we're done giving these a haircut. So that just sits right inside of there. Little birds in there. And I pulled some of these pearls out to use for eggs. And we have 2 little birds for this. And then the rest will have bigger eggs, but still small eggs. So we're going to put some of our hot glue on our little bird. We're going to flop him down in his nest, like so. Okay, and then we have another one. We're going to plop him, put some hot glue on this guy. Like that, and plop him down in his nest, or her nest, I guess we should say. Let's see. Yeah. Put a little bit of hot glue on the end of that and stick it down inside of our nest, like so. And then we'll do a different color. Let's do a pink. Just like that. And then let's put a glob. Let's put some glue in here because I'm not really very keen on burning myself today. So we're going to take this and we're going to put that in our glue, like so. Put another one in our glue. And then one more. Everything is good in threes. This is our first little bird with her nest. Okay, it looks like we need to put it around the edge, not inside the cup, because it's not meeting the bottom of the cup. I'll put it around the edge, like so. And wash that down. That is our first little nest done with the little bird. So let's do the next one. It's going to be about the same project. Okay, for this last one, I have run out of small eggs, small ceramic birds, and I do still have more pearls, but they don't fill the space. So I do have this in my stash. So there's a little bird. We're gonna see how this looks. And I got that for 49 cents, and I know I got this at a Christmas sale. So it was 50% off. So, so we're gonna put, I mean, it's kind of big. The nest is kind of big, but we're gonna go for it because, you know, get the project finished. We are going to put this on our stand first. And then we'll use the pearls again for this little bluebird's eggs. All right, for this next nest project, we're using some old molds. I think they're Jello molds, but not specifically in Jello labeled. Some nests, like I said, these are all, you know, thrift store crafting aisle finds. And then these birds that we got on the bag wall at the VIP grand opening of the America's Thrift Stores. I'll link that up here on the top so you can see the rest of my haul. Now they have these little clips on the bottom, and I was thinking maybe I could pop them off, but they are stuck on there super good. So I don't want to break them. I didn't break them. We are good. So let's try another one. Okay. This one seems to be even better applied than the rest of them. So all right, all the clips are off, and all right, we are pulling out our little wood pieces again. And these Jello molds, when I put this bird on it, was a little bit top heavy and might fall over, so this gives it a base to sit in. All right, let's put some of this Excelsior in there and build up our nest. Let's give that a haircut, and then we'll put our birds in. We're just going to put some glue right here on the bottom of him, or her. In our nest, just like that. Okay, I decided not to put the sticks and floral in these, but we are going to tie some ribbon around where the cup meets the wooden piece, just to hide any glue that globbed out. And I'm going to use my velvet ribbon. I got this on Amazon, and I will link that down below. I'm thinking we'll use this pink and a green, but I don't, and this white. And we're just gonna tie that around that where that meets, and probably not make a bow. We're not gonna even attempt that, but we will just tie a little knot in that. and cover that up. I'll use the first piece as kind of a guide to how much. Okay, for these eggs, we are going to use drop cloth. It's a chalk paint by Dixie Belle. It's my favorite white. We're going to use this decoupage paper, and there are some chicks and bunnies and ducks back here that we're going to put on our eggs. And then once that's on sealed, we are going to use a new to me, let's see how it goes, Pen Tart Fine Line Crackle to get some crackles on those eggs. So let's get started with painting these eggs, drop cloth, and then move on to the decoupage. Okay, you can see that I used the hair dryer in between coats to help me dry that so we could put more coats on faster. You know, it's funny because I have a new hairdresser here in Tennessee, and her name's Jessica, and she said, "Do you do anything with your hair?" And I said, "Well, I wash it and brush it, but that's about it." And she said, "What about hair tools, you know, hair tools?" And she said, "Like a hair dryer." And I said, "Oh yeah, I use that to dry paint." She looked at me like I was nuts. Let's get these cut out. We're just gonna cut around them for now, and then we'll use a paintbrush and some water and tear the edges so it's a little bit more rustic. So there's those. And then these. So we are going to, I just have my spritzer bottle. I took the lid off and just plain old water, and we are going to brush water on there and then tear the edges. So it gives it a little bit more of a, I don't know, natural tear, not so jarring. I'm going to use DIY liquid patina to put on our decoupage paper. And it's just like, you know, your usual Mod Podge, but I feel like it's not as clumpy, it's not as thick. So we're going to use this. And I'm going to put it right on the back of my duck in there. Now I will go over this with another layer of Mod Podge, but this is just so I can position this where I want it. And make sure that all those beaks and feet and all of that is going to stick down. careful when you're smoothing because it is fragile, so it can tear. So just careful when lacing it on. And get that, all the air bubbles out smooth. So our decoupage papers are on and done, and we are going to put the first coat on. It has component 1 and component 2, so apparently you're supposed to put component 1 on and then let that completely dry, and then brush on component 2, and then let that completely dry. And then putting a dark wax on it will make the crackle stand out. So let's get started with this and see how this all works. I'm going to clean off that. Okay, so we're going to put component 1 on our eggs. This looks like a decoupage medium, so maybe I could have used this on top of instead of another coat of patina, but who knows? It's probably best to do both. Extra protection. And it smells like Elmer's glue. then I put on step 2, but it does go on clear, and despite it being brown in the bottle, and then you just let that step dry as well. And I'm trying to get you close so you can see those, there's some cracks in there. Now both steps 1 and 2 have dried, and we are going to put on wax to kind of highlight those cracks. And I've done some research online, and I do not know if I need to put a clear wax on first, so we're just gonna, oh Lord, look at that, y'all. You see that? Oh my gosh. And I didn't put any new. Okay, well, this is awesome. This is totally awesome. It is like magic, y'all. I did not reload my brush. This is just what I had on my brush. And then I'm going to use a shop towel. Get off any of the extra. Y'all. That is like magic. Do you see that? Oh my gosh. Y'all. Okay, let's do these sweet ducky ducks. Y'all. This is, I'm sorry, but this is like magic. Uh-oh. Something happened there. Maybe that part wasn't dry. I don't know how it couldn't not be dry. Okay, we have saved it. It is good. Y'all, I must have not put any right there on his little head, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's try these cheeky chicks. Y'all, I mean, do you see that? Oh my gosh.